Band director, Sophia Sampo.
Pro in 7 of 9. The Kings will have them on it. The Thunder coming off a win. Sacramento are officiating crew tonight. Kevin Scott, the crew chief, JT Orr, and Matt Boland, a veteran threesome. Sacramento in the black jerseys, and what a surprise, the man who lives in the mid-range.
You want to run guys off the three-point line. But with Tamar, you want to run him off the two-point line. He is deadly from that mid-range.
Jet Holmgren just back from a hip. A double big lineup here by Mark Daigneault and the Thunder.
Yeah, and what a luxury, right? Because they can, not that they're experimenting, but they can try all the different types of lineups. And the reality is, we know when you get to the postseason, you're going to have to play different styles against different teams. Forward roll there with the driving kick.
Keegan Murray with the jumper there, and it is a 5-2 lead as he knocks down the three. You see Isaiah Hartenstein wearing the face mask. Holmgren back-to-back, feeling good.
And how about Hartenstein assisting on both made field goals? That inverted offense you see so often now with the bigs playing up above the free throw line. It creates so much space in the half court.
So a tie game here in the opening moments. Murray, the step back baseline jumper doesn't go down. Oklahoma City has won the first two from Sacramento this season. This will be the third and final meeting. Williams battling Levine out to SGA. The first two games decided by 21 and 34 points. Levine picks SGA's pocket. Keon Ellis, who's back in there in the starting lineup for Malik Monk. Now down low to Sabonis. Kick Levine, three ball. He has not shot the three well of late.
Well, and Levine's really kind of the barometer for this Kings team. They win when he plays well, and so important to kind of get him going here early.
Keon Ellis to Murray. Levine fakes on a three. Thunder come up with a steal. They do it more frequently than any team in the league. Holmgren doubled. They reverse it to Dort from three. 39.5%.
And he gets a lot of them just like that, right? Breakdown defensively, and he's just sitting there licking his chops.
What was a tough go for the Kings against the Celtics. Dort looking for another one. Dort in and out. Last night, it was Boston 113, Sacramento 95 in this building. Sacramento was down by 5 at the half, but then outscored by 13 in the second half. The big story, the three-point line. Boston, as they do to, feels like everybody, outscored the Kings by 33 at the three-point line.
Well, that's really the defending champs. Modus operandi, right? They are going to dominate.
A coach of the year. Nice pass by DeRozan to Sabonis. Ellis from three. He's off. Sacramento has opened up this game, down 2 of 4 from three-point territory. 8-8 early on, approaching the 8-minute mark. SGA weaving his way in. Murray
on display there.
SGA into the paint. Push shot by Hartenstein. A nasal fracture, then got it hit again. It's been uncomfortable for him wearing that mask.
I like the look, though, Jared.
Do you think he should stick with it?
Yeah. Dark. Cato, that was the guy. Cato.
By the way, DeRozan's three was changed to a 2 from earlier.
To knock down those threes here early. Now you're just a count late on the help. And SGA able to take advantage.
Sacramento trailing 12-7. Sabonis with the handle, coming back from that ankle injury. Good defense by Hartenstein. Sabonis goes down. Late to get back. They go up top. That's even too tall for Chip.
To outwork everybody. One of the things that he did as a kid, guys, he would ask his teachers to unlock the gym at 6 a.m. to go get a workout in. And if the gym wasn't open, he would go to YMCA at 5 a.m. to get that work in. Mark Daigneault telling me it stands. The responsibility that he holds. A new player comes in, and their eyes are immediately gravitating towards him. But the good thing about that is he takes that responsibility wholeheartedly, and he shows up every single day on both sides of the floor. That is why this OKC team is so consistent and so good all season long.
And they have a 2-point lead.
Yeah, and Lawrence is spot on. The thing that's unique about SGA is it's really how he helps to raise the level of everyone he plays with. And sometimes, statistically you look at his numbers, but it's more about look at everyone else's. They all seem to play at a little higher level. And this is what really separates them, what they do on this side of the ball defensively. They are so connected and so active and interchangeable defensively. They put you in dire straits when you're on offense.
Lou Dort looking for his second 3 of the game. We just saw that last turnovers per game. And they're not too shabby on this end either, G.
No, they share, their chemistry and connection on both sides of the ball, really almost unmatched in the league right now.
The league leader in scoring, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Easy, so smooth, particularly on that baseline.
Keon Ellis left open. Tip back up and in by Ellis is in there once again. He is starting for Malik Monk, who is out with an illness. Jay into some trouble. Ellis knocks away. Laravia nearly comes up with it. It's Hartenstein over to Dort. 7 on the shot clock. Dort, corner. The Holmgren. Joe. Pull up. He beats about a corner 3. Into no man's land there. Then Laravia. Splash.
To have accomplished that feat as well. So
it feels like they're youngest to do everything, right?
They are.
They were the youngest last year to be a number 1 seed in the conference. They were the youngest to advance to the second round of the playoffs. SGA with his 4th turnover of the game. Sacramento turning the tables on the Thunder here in the early going.
They've forced 6 turnovers already here in this first quarter.
A couple of personnel changes to note here. Jonas Valanciunas back in there for the first time that I remember. He had been starting, and Valanciunas misses. He had been starting for Sabonis as he missed those 3 games with the ankle injury. SGA on the drive. He got... He's a guy who doesn't get many...
Seeing a lot of different lineups and rotations for OKC. Keep in mind when you talk about Sacramento, they played last night, and that probably plays into Doug Christie's thinking of trying to get guys engaged and involved early.
Here's Markelle Fultz seeing some first half action. Fultz pulls up and knocks down the former number 1 overall pick by the Orlando Magic, saying this is the best he has felt in his career because he's been healthy, had the opportunity to practice. Jalen Williams.
Young group, too. The other thing that stands out for me, the level of versatility that they feature with all of their players. They all do so many things well on both sides of the floor.
Zach LaVine knocks down the jumper for his first points of the game. SGA, a rookie, but doesn't have that many. SGA, he leads the way. It is a 23-17 advantage for Oklahoma City, who has won 10 in a row on the road. OKC finishing up a road trip. They'll be back home.
And that's why they get so many deflections. They don't allow you into their paint that often. It forces you to play around the paint, and that's how come they can get a lot of deflections.
Fultz with the creative move, but the good defense by Jalen Williams. No J-Dub. The other Jalen Williams is out for a 7th straight game with a hip strain. There's Dylan Jones from down.
We just talked about it. What they do well defensively of not allowing you to get 2 feet in the paint. They do the opposite on offense, and there you see they're going to need him to step up offensively. But that ability to get 2 feet in paint as an offense, it allows you to put the defenders in rotation, and then there's such good decision makers and 3-point shooters all over the floor.
Offensive
game.
Fultz into the paint, kicks it for Laravia. LaVine gets past Caruso.
It's typically only called on the defense.
Right. Caruso
to the sign Hartenstein and bring in Caruso. 2
Sign up on NBA.com/League Pass to start $81 million extension, which will keep him in a Thunder uniform through the 28-29 season. He's dealt with some hip injuries to both the left and right hip throughout the year. Being very cautious with him. Obviously, Mark Daigneault telling us the goal here now, with 3.5 weeks to go, 11 games to play, be healthy, but don't get rusty going into the playoffs. Fultz up high, hits the back of the iron, bounced around. SGA has it. He's playing with 5 turnovers right now. SGA strong to the cup. Fultz gets there, deflects it. Here's Joe, and they will take.
And that led to easy plays for us. We got to keep it going.
They're struggling to break you guys down in the half court. How do you continue to stifle them defensively?
Caden being on the same page. When we know where each other's at and we're able to communicate through all their actions, we do a good job on that end.
I appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Lord. And Chet, you saw it during the interview. Was that meta that he dunked while he was doing the interview? Here's Dylan Jones going
in the game. And this is the guy that's got to get in the game, Zach LaVine. They need him to be a lot more aggressive here.
Valanciunas blocked by Holmgren. 3 on the shot clock. LaVine doesn't see it. 2. LaVine at the buzzer. And Holmgren comes down with it. We'll keep our eye on Chet Holmgren throughout the sequence here. 35-21 Thunder. Hartenstein out to Holmgren, left alone. No good on the 3. Zach LaVine, 1 for 4, 2 points. It's LaVine and 4 other bench players, including Markelle Fultz. LaVine down low to Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got both bigs surrounding him, and there's nothing you could do with those twin towers.
A great job of corralling Valanciunas there defensively.
No Aaron Wiggins tonight. No Cason Wallace. We mentioned J-Dub out for a 7th straight backdoor cut from Jones. Great find by Hartenstein. Jones can't finish.
I'll tell you, one of the things that allows OKC to play this double big lineup is how good both those guys are in space.
Fultz and shots.
Yeah, they've got to figure out a way, the Kings, they got to get stops, and they've got to get something in transition. Really struggling with this group in the half court.
Hartenstein coming off a double-double Sunday against the Clippers. Here's Holmgren, 2 on the shot clock. Over to Hartenstein. Shot clock's going to expire. And that's just when he was sent to San Antonio going out the door. But now they don't have a true point guard on their roster. There's Sabonis. He's off on a 3. They're now 3 for 12 from downtown.
Well, that, and then the other big concern is their best player is Caruso, a primary scorer. And Sabonis is a terrific player, a great passer, rebounder. He can score, but he's not a guy that commands double teams or that can consistently break down your defense, and so it does limit them at times. Nice little take there.
Jake LaRavia.
By LaRavia. And so it does, not having a point guard that can stress you in the half court at times, especially against great defense.
Isaiah Joe short on the 3. Here comes DeRozan, who just checked back in. DeRozan 2 for 3, 4 points. Started the game with a mid-range jumper. DeRozan again from the mid-range. Good defense by Alex Caruso. Thunder in a hurry. Joe from a couple feet behind the line. Thunder had hit 6 of their first 12 from distance. Poked away. Holmgren on Sabonis. Sabonis gets around him. In 10 days he's going to be out. Returns, so it's like that a year and a half old. Go out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's going to be a stretch. You got grandparents though. Got to take advantage of it.
That's true. Come on down. Chet Holmgren guarded by LaRavia. Holmgren goes up strong, knocked away by DeRozan.
Holmgren's got such great perimeter skills. He put that on display on that possession.
15-point lead for the Thunder. Another turnover by the Kings. In transition, Joe connects. And it's great to see that he's staying out there despite grabbing that left hip, which kept him out last game. He's done that several times. Mark Daigneault telling us before the game, be healthy and fresh. As the Kings missed the shot there. Remember, the top 6 seeds as the Thunder run the court Lou Dort in transition. By the way, before now, it is a 45-25 lead, the largest margin tonight for the Thunder. The top 6 seeds, because of the play-in tournament, get a week off between the end of the regular season and the start of the playoffs. Keegan Murray, all guys coming down the last 2 weeks, week of the season. But then, if you do that and then you have a week off, guys get rusty. Guys need to play.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, too, how teams approach it, right? I mean, in OKC's case, they're going to have such a significant lead that if you're Coach Degnaud, how do you manage that? You know, you want to be healthy, but you don't want to deal with rust either. And to have that extended period of time off could definitely create a dilemma.
Kings now 4 of 14 from 3. It's 45-28. Caruso hits the deck, didn't get the whistle. Here's a 5-on-4 now for the Kings. Sabonis at Holmgren. Rosen 2 of 5. 8 on the shot clock to Murray. Down low to Sabonis. 4 on the timer. Corner. DeRozan. 3-ball. SGA the rebound. SGA's got 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Jay Will looking for a second trifecta. He's got it. Christie as well. Christie barks back at him.
I tell you what, though, this Thunder team, they just play with such great flow and put a tremendous amount of pressure on your defense.
Arabia throws it down to Sabonis,
and he just has not been able to get going.
Rosen catch and shoot is off. He's now 2 of 7 from the field, 4 points. So he and Levine have combined for 6 in the first half. Holmgren to Jay Will. Gets Sabonis in the air. Williams, corner. Buckets.
Here tonight, the ball movement, the pace. And again, I go back to it. It's the versatility, right? They've got 5 guys on the floor that can space up, put it on the floor, make a decision, and create an opportunity for a teammate, and they all are willing to do it as well.
Riskeon Ellis with 4 on the timer. Ellis jacks up a 3 and knocks his opponent. Last night, a minus 33 from the three-point line against the Celtics. Tonight, OKC has hit 9 of them. Here's SGA with a 2 to the right in double figures with 10.
Yeah, it's just a little too easy right now for OKC offensively.
Every player that has touched the floor has scored.
You generally don't say that in the first half.
9 guys.
Defense looks like now. I talked to Lou Dort a little bit earlier today, and he said, look, we just want that dog mentality defensively every single time we go out. We see the results that we get when every single person commits to defense. And even Kawhi Leonard said it, guys, on Sunday after playing against OKC. He said, I would say they didn't have a lot of guys that you could attack in that starting lineup, so I guess that does make them the best defense in the league. But it has been a conglomeration over the last 5-6 years of those 3 guys spearheading that process.
And if those guys are going to do it, you're going to see guys like Isaiah Joe diving for a loose ball, even though he doesn't come up with it. DeRozan, 53-31, OKC. Here's DeRozan into the mid-post. Sabonis left wide open. Lefty stroke is no good. Tipped back out by Murray to Ellis. Porter, Levine, splash.
Here, they want to have a chance to get back in this game.
To follow up on Lauren's point, Coach Degnaud telling us before the game that he feels like the physical presence of this roster, the identity, comes from Lou Dort. Henrich Williams off on the 3, while the confidence comes from everything SGA does for his teammates.
Yeah, I think it's a great description of this crew. Lou Dort is kind of like their version, not the passer, but in terms of giving him that identity of Draymond with Golden State. You know,
Isaiah Joe just went down. His face hit the hardwood. Levine has it. The last 6 for the Kings, who have trailed by as many as 23. It's now 53-37. Greg Anthony, Jared Greenberg, Lauren Jabbar from Sacramento. Out of the timeout, Jalen Williams misses on a 3. Thunder have made 9 from distance already in the first half. DeRozan just 2 for 7. DeRozan working on Caruso, the former Chicago Bulls. Caruso comes down with it. SGA a 3. Up.
Really allow you to just exhale.
Sabonis' second game back from the ankle injury. 1 of 4. 2 points. Levine. Off target there. OKC grabs the rebound, and here comes the Thunder. Looking for their 11th straight win on the road. SGA, reverse style.
Efficient. Just picks his spots within the flow.
Approaching a minute to go in the half.
Open floor.
Sabonis from downtown. They're now 7 of 21 in the first half. SGA going to work. Caruso, Dort, look at the ball movement. Dort, bottom.
Whatever you try and do, they just seem to have an answer for here in this first half.
40 seconds to go in the half. Ellis looking to match Dort, and he does.